Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. We're going to talk about a topic that is rapidly gaining importance worldwide: privacy impact assessment, often called PIA. In today's data-driven economy, how can organizations reduce data privacy risks, stay compliant with global data protection regulations, and build trust with customers and partners? PIA is one of the most powerful tools available. A privacy impact assessment is not just a checkbox exercise. It is a comprehensive risk management process that helps organizations identify and analyze potential risks to personal data privacy, define measures to avoid or mitigate those risks, and ensure compliance with frameworks such as GDPR in Europe and the Hong Kong PDPO. Importantly, PIA is not a one-time inspection. It's about embedding privacy by design into everyday business operations. Who should use PIA? The short answer: almost everyone handling personal information. Technology companies developing AI, wearables, or cloud solutions need it. Public health projects managing large-scale databases need it. NGOs and non-profits handling sensitive beneficiary and donor data need it. And sectors like finance and education, where sensitive personal data is processed every day, cannot afford to ignore it. If your organization processes personally identifiable information, PII, you should be considering a PIA. The benefits are clear. First, identify privacy risks before they turn into problems. Second, strengthen compliance with GDPR, PDPO, and other data protection laws, reducing the chance of costly fines or investigations. Third, build trust with customers, donors, and stakeholders by demonstrating that privacy is taken seriously. Fourth, improve data governance, streamlining how information is collected, stored, and shared. And finally, support informed decision-making, giving leadership a clear picture of risks and controls. Let's look at some real-world examples. Take InnoSpire Technology, a Hong Kong AI startup specializing in smart glasses and computer vision. Their products involve real-time facial recognition and behavioral data, extremely sensitive from a privacy perspective. By carrying out a privacy impact assessment with DQSHK, they mapped the full data flow, identified compliance gaps, and reviewed measures against both GDPR and the Hong Kong PDPO. Recommendations included encryption, data minimization, and stronger consent mechanisms. The outcome? InnoSpire not only reduced privacy risks, but also gained a competitive advantage by promoting a privacy by design approach. Another case is World Vision Hong Kong, a major international NGO that manages the personal information of thousands of donors and beneficiaries each year. With a PIA, they strengthened encryption for data storage, standardized how information is shared across branches and third parties, and addressed vulnerabilities in legacy systems. Equally important, they demonstrated transparency in their data practices, reinforcing public trust during their digital transformation. This is NGO data protection in action. And then there's Plan International Hong Kong, a government-funded non-profit that must comply strictly with the Hong Kong PDPO. Through a structured PIA, DQSHK helped them map sensitive data flows, identify high-risk areas, and propose practical improvements such as shorter data retention, multi-factor authentication, and staff training. The resulting report not only met compliance obligations, but also served as a credible communication tool for stakeholders, showing accountability and transparency. These examples make one thing clear: whether you are an innovative tech company or a global NGO, privacy impact assessment is now a critical part of every data protection strategy. From a business leader's perspective, PIA is not just a compliance task. It's a strategic governance tool. It lowers legal risk, avoiding fines as high as 4% of global turnover under GDPR, and helps address increasingly strict enforcement under Hong Kong's PDPO. It protects cross-border business by serving as tangible proof of compliance. It also strengthens customer trust. More than 70% of consumers say they prefer brands that respect privacy. And it improves internal efficiency, because PIAs often reveal hidden gaps, such as redundant access rights or unclear data flows, which in turn helps reduce IT costs and optimize resources. So how should executives approach it? Think of PIA as a 5-step journey. In 1, define the project scope and identify where personal data is involved. 2, map the full data lifecycle from collection to deletion. 3, identify risks against GDPR, PDPO, and other applicable regulations. 4, implement corrective actions, encryption, data minimization, stronger access controls. 5, update the PIA regularly as your business or laws change. And remember, this is not optional. Privacy impact assessment is becoming a global requirement and a future-proof standard. In Europe, GDPR enforcement has already reached record highs, with fines exceeding €2 billion in 2024 alone. In Hong Kong, PDPO amendments are in progress, with tougher penalties on the horizon. And in mainland China, laws such as the Personal Information Protection Law and the Data Export Security Assessment measures have made cross-border data transfers a strict compliance barrier. PIA, in this environment, is not only a compliance tool, but a passport to operate internationally. If you are a business leader preparing new projects, expanding across borders, or handling sensitive data, now is the time to make privacy impact assessment part of your strategy. At DQSHK, we combine over 35 years of global certification expertise with deep local legal understanding to deliver tailored PIA services. With our support, your organization can achieve GDPR compliance, PDPO compliance, and above all, build long-term trust in the marketplace.